Hey planner friends, I am here with a completely late May budget setup. Yes, I know it has been crazy couple of days, and honestly it just isn't as easy to film things in this house as it has been in the past. And you're going to hear probably my husband mowing the grass outside and doing other things right now, and unfortunately it's not easy. So I finally got a few minutes. Like I said, my husband's outside mowing the grass, and I wanted to come on here and just start getting this done as much as I possibly can for you guys, hopefully, and set this all up. If you're not familiar with my situation at this point, my husband was furloughed and then immediately pretty much found out that his job was completely gone. His restaurant that he was a manager for has completely closed down and will not be reopening at this point. So that was a bit scary to begin with. And then, of course, I am a photographer, YouTuber, all that kind of stuff. So I can no longer take jobs as a photographer, which is my main source of income and also my main source of bills for business wise, I guess I should say. And so that has put a little bit of a damper into our financial, situation at this point. So both of us are on unemployment right now. So things are okay as of right now. We're not going to act like anything is actually bad at this point, because it isn't. It's unfortunately just scary for what the future holds. So yeah, that's all as much as I can pretty much go into at that point. Here is April. April was kind of crazy, kind of scary, kind of figuring out everything. But I feel like May is going to be a lot better, and we have a lot more know-ins, I guess I should say. So let's get started. I am going to stop doing the colors for right this second, as I'm just not doing that per check, all that kind of stuff. And I'm just going to write on here what we're getting paid and what bills that we need to do. So, because I really need to get this handled so that I can pay some bills. I have not paid. Everything was paid in April. So yay, we were able to pay everything. Even put money aside. So one thing that we are preparing for, like I said, because things might get scary once this pandemic starts opening and unemployment stops, especially that $600 that we are all getting, or that we are getting, I shouldn't say all, because not everybody is getting it, but that we are getting at this point. I'm going to keep on flipping back because my bills are the same as last month, so I don't want to be redundant. Anyways, once that 600 does stop, though, things will get tight. And that is what we're preparing for. We are trying to be extremely smart with our unemployment. We have not received our stimulus. I have no idea when that's going to be. The website won't let me put in bank information. So we'll see. I'm not going to hold my breath on it. But yeah. So our one car payment is deferred one more month. Yes, one more month. So our next car payment will be due in June. Depending on what the circumstances at that point are, I will probably be calling them to see if we can get that deferred one more month so that I can build up just a little bit more of a savings to go on for the next couple of months. Other than that, we're stacking for that. Hold on one second. Let me put these down. But that is what we are doing. So we are living completely off of his unemployment. And my unemployment is getting completely put in the bank. So you won't, I'm not even acting like I am getting unemployment at this point. And that's just pretty much the way I want to keep it. So I will be doing a different savings tracker for you guys because of that, though. And yeah, so I think I'll do a different savings tracker because of that. So I think that is everything there. So like I said, I'm just gonna grab a couple payday stickers. So we got paid here from unemployment. We get paid here in Michigan every 2 weeks, for 2 weeks at a time. So we will get another one here. So at this point, his unemployment, this is actually going to be changing too, because at the beginning I was not having his taxes taken out of it because we thought we were only getting the $362 and we were going to need every penny of it. We're going to do this for one more month just because we do kind of want to save up the money, and then we're going to start taking taxes out of it. We'll get a little bit less at tax time back or credit back, but I'm not like super worried about that. So, it is what it is. We need the money now. Mortgage of $818. Actually, $818.48 because I didn't say that I paid it actually the last time because I forgot the 48 cents. It is what it is. Let's see. Our DirecTV, we have to check on that because that was supposed to be $73.19 and it was last month, and they just took out $95.40. So we are going to be all over them like hotcakes on rice here today. Yeah, that wasn't acceptable. So, and actually that was taken out on the 11th, but that's okay. The 15th is going to be our car lease, which is already technically paid. We have the money set aside for this already. So, and that is an auto paid, so it will just be paid. 20th is Sprint. I will look up how much that's going to be. Then we have consumers, car insurance, and then, oh, no. Whoops. Darn it, I just messed up. I put down, I'm not used to putting down one for Culligan. I usually just put a little thing down. Culligan and Netflix. And then here is consumers and car insurance. Car insurance is going to be $226. I think there is going to be a credit, but I don't know what that credit is yet. So I'm just going to plan for the $226, and I don't know when it gets actually put on there. Our past due amount is $148.73. This will be $12.99. Culligan I actually have to look up because I'm not sure exactly where we're at with them. Sprint, that unfortunately is on my phone. I will have to look up. So, okay, so this is all of the bills. One other thing that we are going to do though is, like I said, I am going to take $200 out of this check and $200 out of this check for the car note in June. So I just wanted to make note of that. It's not technically a bill, but I do want to make like some type of note of it. I don't know what kind of sticker. So I think that was crazy. I will just use these little car ones to signify that I am taking out $200 out of each one of these checks to go towards our car note. So there. Well, I guess technically here. And well, okay, you know what? I'm being silly about this. Okay, here, because I am transferring it on that day. So here and here, so I'm taking out 200 here for the Acadia, and 200 here for the Acadia. So there's that. Okay, so this is pretty much my monthly set. Let's move forward. So this year, or this month, blah, 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 cannot get my words out. I have told you guys that I actually am going to keep a transaction log. I am going to do that. I think that it will help. Okay. I also wanted to let you guys know that I am using a new kit this week, not my own kits. I am using a kit by the Orange Umbrella. This kit was just so adorable. I had to get it. That's the plain of that. So I don't know exactly why I got 2 sinking funds. I'm barely using sinking funds, but it is what it is. I didn't get a transition log though, which really stinks because I wasn't using them at that point. So I'm kind of mad at myself about that, but it's okay. It's no big deal. We'll figure it out. But yeah. So let's put this all down. So this is new stickers for me. So just give me a minute if I start putting down stickers in the wrong spot and all that kind of stuff. But I definitely wanted to start with the budget and at least get the budget down for you guys this month. Yeah, so we're gonna do the budget here. So income type is, I am also not even counting variable income or anything at this point. Everything that I make, we are like our budget is only going to be about his income. So I know it sounds silly and I keep on going back and forth with this in my head. Like I probably should be at least writing it down, but I think I'm going to go into a separate page and write down all of our other savings and just do it that way. I don't even want to think about that money, guys. I don't want to think about anything. Like I want to track it, obviously. I'm not saying that I'm not thinking about it, but like I don't want it to be anywhere in this budget or think that we have any extra cash on hand. So this is literally going to be a bare bones budget at this point. We don't have much going on. We are actually even getting a little bit of assistance with our groceries from the schools. And we got 1 month of food stamps also because of the pandemic. We don't get it anymore, but so we have saved all of that also to go for groceries for the month of May. So I won't even have a grocery budget. Nothing. It will be all just going on that card, and that's just going to be something so different. I don't know. Like all of this is going to be different. Hopefully next month will be new something. So anyways, so it's literally just going to be my husband's unemployment. If I can write. And that will be, what was it? 1924. Is going to be an estimated of 38.48. And that is literally all my budget's going off of. So like I said, I'm not like, I know probably a ton of you are going to be like, no, you need to put into savings. And you know what? I'm going to put my unemployment too. And then I'm just going to put it like, so that we actually see that it's like going into savings, I guess, right here. Okay. So like I just said, I am going to put my unemployment because it is income. I am getting, okay. And you guys can have opinions about that. our income was way higher than this at one point. Before all of this, this is really just to hold my business over, but my business is also being deferred at this point. My landlord has not been charging me rent, and I'm pretty much just paying for my consumers there, and I've gutted everything else from that business right now. So I am just trying to keep my business alive on this type of money. So I have been putting it into savings for when my business does come back and my rent does come back, or if I'm going to get rid of my rent. So I usually brought in about 5 to 8 grand a month through my business. So coming down to 26 is like definitely a crunch. But it really stayed in my business. So a lot of this is all different. So you never used to see this money that would technically be my income, because it would stay in my business. And I would reinvest it. I don't pay myself very much. I would always be reinvesting it or doing something with it in the business. So yeah, that's why you're like, whoa, you guys are making, I'm like, no, we actually made our monthly, or I can't speak, our yearly income before COVID was anywhere from 65 to about $85,000 a year. And yeah, we've both lost our jobs now. So we're just trying to figure out how to pay bills on not about 80 grand a year. So that's where we're at. Anyways, okay, so the totals for those two are going to be 38, 48. That's why we are just like, I'm going into saving mode, guys. Like every penny that I can possibly get is going into savings mode. Okay, is 64.54. So that's what we have to work with, but I'm not even working with that 26. Well, it's not even something I really want to even think that we have. So I hope you guys are understanding that. Like, I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from on that. Because yeah, I know it's kind of confusing when you own your own business. Money gets confusing sometimes. It's money you make, but it's not money you get to have. I still have to pay the IRS, and I still have to pay, like, there's still a lot of bills. And now that it's coming through as an unemployment, that's weird. So that's just weird. It's all weird for us. Like, my husband never really sees how much the business actually makes, and he's like, so I don't know. He's like, well, at least I get to see your money. And I'm like, yeah, except for that's not even a representation of what I would be making. So, okay, so going off of this so that it's just easier, I am going to write all this stuff down, and I will be right back with you. So. And just like last month, I'm not putting my car lease into these figures also, because we've already have the money set aside for our car lease from before all of this even happened. So yeah, I haven't even done that, or I'm not even adding that in here either, because of that. So I also have been thinking about going to a zero-based budget. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. I've been watching more and more people going to that, and I think that it might be better for us. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Might be better. So Sprint is 136.12. And Culligan, I am just going to say 30 again. If it's wrong, it's wrong, but I believe it is about there. So anyways, okay. So let's add all of this up. 118, 48 plus 149, 73 plus 80 plus 136, 12 plus 226, 28. That probably is changing because I know there's supposed to be some type of relief coming from that, and that is going to change because that should have been about $50. So anyways, okay, so that is, how did that match up just perfectly? Anyways, 1549. So there's that. Okay, as far as variable expenses, groceries will be none. Like I just explained, I believe in the beginning of this, we have no expenses in groceries because we are receiving, we do have assistance for this month only for groceries. So next month we will have, but groceries won't be coming out of ours. We spent a ton on groceries last month. We should be just fine with groceries this month. That was a little crazy. But I did want to start putting, we might need a gas sinking fund again, but of only $50. We're not going anywhere. But I do believe that we will need gas again. We are going to give ourselves an eating out budget. Ooh, and I just spelled that wrong. OMG. Just right off the bat. We have been letting ourselves eat out once a month. And we've been wanting to give ourselves, especially now that hopefully things might open up a little bit. Oh, I just don't like that either. Guys, I am on the struggle bus of writing. Anyways, okay. So we wanted to give ourselves $50 for that. A one-time eating out fund. That's it. We actually still have money sitting in our sinking fund or our cash envelopes for eating out, but we're not going to touch that either. And then we wanted to also start putting money back into our sinking funds. So as you can see, we have money to play with. We need to start saving for things down the road. And instead of just dumping it all completely into that. Oh, I forgot. We are taking out the money for the Acadia. Look at that. See, I left the space there for it just in case. Crap. Well, it doesn't change it too much. 9,000. There we go. So 19. But because I want to take out the 200 and 200 out of that so that we are paying the Acadia, but we're not. To set it aside to get to that point. But yeah, so we are going to start putting into our sinking funds again, because as of now, it is looking like things are going to start opening back up. Hopefully, pray, gosh, please. And things like baseball are, hopefully it will start back up, and we're going to have tournaments here soon, and we're going to have things again eventually, and we got to start, like, Christmas eventually is going to come. So we want to keep on putting into those, and we're going to put $200 into our sinking funds. Other than that, that is the end of that. I am going to leave a little bit of space just in case I think of something down the road. I can't think of anything at this point. We didn't even spend really anything on Mother's Day. We didn't gift anything to myself for Mother's Day. We did sell a trampoline. We have been selling things. I have been selling things. So that I can get a couple of things around the house for our, like, outside and all that kind of stuff. So I am excited about that. Again, stuff that's not going to be in our budget because it's going to come from cash that we've sold things from. So I'm not even going to worry about that. So, okay. Oh, you know what? I guess you put it down here. I've always put it up there, but I've been watching videos where I guess you need to put it down here. Is that going to fit? Yep, okay. So you put it down here. So anyways, and I don't know why only that. There should be like 2 down here. Anyways, so that is going to be, I'm going to put it down here. That is going to be, because this might go up and that might go up. So a total of 300. there. So I usually have like in my stickers like a totaling up of all of this. So anyways, I'll do it down here. It's no big deal. Income, fixed, and variable. And this is 654. Fixed is 1949. See, this is the total that scares me after all this unemployment goes away. It scares me, but we'll figure it out. And 300. Hopefully we'll save and we will save and we will save and it will all be okay. My kids. It'll be all okay. We will get jobs. We will get jobs again one day. Okay, so in total, that is, so minus. I mean, I knew I did that, but I just didn't know like how I wrote it out. 6454 minus 1949 minus 300. Left over is 4,205. The estimated savings is going to be at least the 2606. What I would really like to save would be the 4205. So I'm going to put goal savings is 4205. There. So we'll see. I can already tell you I think we've had a few purchases, unfortunately, from that, but that's okay. So yeah, so there is the budget. I will zoom back out for you guys. There's the budget. I am going to, like I said, I'm going to set this up as a transaction log, but I will do that probably in another video. As for sinking funds, I'm going to set up sinking funds because I'm not exactly doing, I mean, my sinking funds are my cash envelopes technically. So it all is kind of the same, except for groceries. Sinking funds. But I do have some beginning balances because I do have money in some of these still. I have not touched these. We have not touched a single thing in our sinking funds. I've just left it. So what I'm going to go do is go back to March, which is when we last did our sinking funds, as you can see here. And I'm going to go off of these numbers. Oh, and I never even finished. Well, that's because I got to here and I never put anything else into them. That's why. Okay, so I can go off of here and be okay. So I'm going to go off of here. I'm going to write down all of our sinking funds and be right back. Zero. It will continue to have zero. Emergency has zero. Baseball tournament had 10, 20. Okay, I'm going to go off of this. Can you guys see this? Yeah. Okay. So baseball tournament had 10, 25, 30 in it. Healthcare has zero. Meds has zero. I took it out. We paid our medication the last time. So that has zero. Card tags has 15 in it. Haircuts have zero. We took that out too. Okay, so I guess we did touch our sinking funds. I lied. I love lying. What I'm going to be putting into this, let me figure out the math because I am putting 200, right? So that's what we're doing there. Sometimes I just have to like kind of go through that. So I will pull out $200 probably in the next day or so, because I also want to show my husband so all of a sudden he wants to know everything about the bills. So anyways, so we did have a 30 and 20, so $50 in there. Now we should have, and we are trying to put 200 in there. Perfect. So we will do those at the end. I'm really happy that we were able to put in Christmas funds. I'm going to do it while we can. I've watched many budget videos in the past couple of days where other people, even on unemployment, are still doing their sinking funds, because like car tags and things like that, they're still coming. My husband's going to be mowing the lawn, so it's perfect time for me to be wrapping this up. But anyways, car tags are still coming. Things like this baseball tournament is still coming, and now more than ever, my kids are going to be so excited for this. So we need to start putting at least something away for it, because the hotel alone is going to be about $600. So I got to start busting into that. Things like healthcare, now that we are on state aid for healthcare, but I don't know how long that is going to last. It probably just until my husband gets a job. So I don't know. Christmas is still coming. So we definitely wanted to put money into all of those type of things, while we still have it. And yes, I understand that at this point, I mean, it's still looking like, I mean, I still have like, $1,800 left of this money left over. But guys, we are going to need this money so bad in the next coming months that we're just going bare bottoms, because even, I know this is probably going to last for May and June, but when it stops in July, we will be going down to $362 a week. And it's not covering that. And this is like bare bones bills at this point. I've already taken us down. I took us down to bare bone bills the minute he lost his job. So that is that. So that's kind of where my headspace is. I hope that this kind of all made sense to you guys. I will be updating you here very quickly, because like I said, this is a very late budget video. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I just have not been able to find time to do it. But this is exactly where I thought we would be. And I will come back in the next couple of days and do the transaction log to show you where we are, because I do know that there is a couple other things of spending in there, which before my husband comes back with the lawnmower. Anyways, I just wanted to, I don't even know where I was at that point. Oh, I will be coming back next week to do a transition log video with you guys and to update you on any of this kind of thing. And I believe that's it. Maybe stuffing those cash envelopes or these sinking funds. I use my sinking funds as cash envelopes. Yeah. And updating you on anything else that goes on. But I will be keeping up on a transition log, like I said, or in a transaction log, because like I said, I think we just need to definitely watch our spending, because having that little bit of that $1,800 in the savings, I'm probably gonna pull that out. So, I also will be doing a savings log with you guys. That's what I'm going to be doing, to show you what is getting saved for emergency funds and whatnot. So thank you guys so much for being here. Definitely hit that like button if you are loving these budget videos. And if you are new here, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.